No sex before marriage, or is it okay to have sex before marriage? If it depends on what your goals are. What are you trying to accomplish? If you're trying to accomplish marriage, you shouldn't try to go in it blind. See, no one talks about the fact that when you have sex too early, it can blind you and bind you. I say blind you because it blinds you to his faults, and bind you because this is how we bond. This is how women bond. Understanding, having a true understanding of your body and how your body operates, because you get something called oxytocin that flows in your blood when you have that big O. Okay, we all grown here, right? When you have that orgasm, oxytocin is flowing through your body. Even if he is not appropriate, even if he's tons of red flags, your body will bond. And so this is the reason why you need to be careful with having sex before marriage. If you are having fun and it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to get married and you want a great partner, you need to make sure you're not blinded and binded, because that's what happens. Literally being in a sexual relationship with a man is you're under the influence of hormones and under the influence of your own body. And that can be detrimental to vetting, because if this man is a whole addict, or he's disrespectful, or he has all these red flags, you will ignore them. Think about all of the women that you've met and they were in love, and you'll be like, you can see the red flags a mile away and they can't see anything. Why? Because they're blinded and they're binded. And that's just crazy. You're like, you can't see that this man cheating, you can't see this man disrespectful, you can't see this man abusive. Baby, they can't see it. Because every time he does something, since they're under the influence of hormones, guess what happens? They just, oh, it'll get better. Oh, he didn't mean it like that. They have so many excuses for a man who's disrespectful. So many excuses for a man disrespectful. So if you, I would keep sex off the, sex should not be on the menu. Especially if you want to do your due diligence and make sure that you are not blinded and binded before you actually make a good decision about the man. You can hold off on sex, at least until some form of commitment. Yes, that is so true. I feel like he is a total red flag. I'm attached. How do I go away? Okay, you're going to have to start really looking at him for what he truly is and who he truly is. And then you're going to have to make a decision. And you're going to start pulling away from him. You're going to have to start, I think a lot of women don't realize that love is an addiction. Love is the biggest finesse because it's an addiction. And if you get tied into the wrong man, it's hard to let go. That's the reason why a lot of women stay in bad relationships. It's not because they want to be there. It's not because they love being mistreated. It's because they are blinded and bonded. And once you start you're going to have to start the process of detaching. You're going to have to start looking at him for truly what it is. No excuses. When he does something or says something disrespectful, he said it. When he cheated on you, he did it. Don't give him no excuses. The less excuses that you give him, the easier it is for you to detach from him. Start moving in the opposite direction of him and looking at him for what he truly is, and it'll be helpful for you to move away from him. Because it seems like you're waking up. It seems like you're waking up. He's a red flag, you're waking up. So you're already on that process of detaching. Go all the way in. Start creating your little exit plan to get as far away from him as possible. And this is what I'm going to say, since really when you are attached to that level, and usually through sex, stop having sex with him. Baby, you will find out you ain't got nothing in common with a person when you stop having sex with him. Sex is the binder. That is the way our body traps us to a man who is not right for us. That's the reason why when you're making a good decision for a husband, keep away from sex from him for a while. Because like I said, you don't want to be blinded and binded. And when you are blinded and binded, you just decide to take whatever he gives you. And that's where a lot of women are. They're blinded and binded. And I think that's why it's so important that when